what's going on? So No Nut November's coming up. And I want to talk about it real quick. So subscribe to the channel, give me a like, leave your experience, comment below. And I'm gonna lay some things out. I'm gonna straight tell you what they're not telling you, or what they're taking forever to get to. So it's this: don't bust the nut. First of all, do not bust the nut, especially if you do it all the time. It will give you powers to say, it will give you creativity, and it's going to give you more energy, and you're just going to be happy. You're going to feel really good. This isn't the only way, though. Let's just get that out the way first. Especially for the people who are addicted or watching pornography all the time, then this would be great. But listen, when you bust a nut by yourself, let's just say you're jacking off, masturbating, it's not the same with women. Women have a different psychology, and they can come all the time, and it really won't affect them. It doesn't affect them as it affects the male. The male's different, unfortunately. So this isn't just for males, but because girls can learn wisdom too. It's just when guys ejaculate, they lose more energy, and it takes a longer time for them to recharge, unlike the female. So I'm going to tell you straight up, all the effects right here. Super easy. It's going to be a short video too. When you jack off by yourself, and you climax, you let the semen go, you're gonna feel like, most of the time, feel like shit. You might feel good for a little bit, but you're gonna feel like shit. I'm just speaking from personal experience. And you might not be happy. You might lose creativity. You're definitely gonna lose power, strength, and energy, even agility. It's not the end of the world though either. And it depends on how often you do it. But what I'm getting at is, when you do it by yourself, when you let the nut go by yourself, it doesn't feel as good as when you're with a woman and you let the nut go, or whoever you're with, and let the nut go. But it feels better. But you're still losing energy. So if you're with another female, the other sex, or even the same sex, and you lose that nut, you're still losing energy. It feels better though than by yourself. But when you're with someone else, it feels a little bit better. You're still losing energy and stuff like that too. Stuff like that. You definitely are. There's just something about it when you're with someone else, maybe just a worthwhile, that makes you feel better. I don't know. And then you feel like lonely if you're by yourself, and other things like that, maybe more depressed or things like that. These are things I noticed, not something I searched on whatever, social media or the internet. Also, so you have masturbation, then you have sex with someone else and coming, and then you have the third one, not letting a nut go. What happens when you don't let a nut go? Well, it's astronomical, because what they teach us in school and all the movies, they're just trying to get at you. They want you to waste your sperm. They want you to go and ejaculate all the time. Fuck that shit. You fucking save that nut, and I fucking guarantee you, you save your nut for so long, you'll instantly be happy every day for no fucking reason. If you're not already. If you're depressed, if you have lack of creativity, power, strength, you save that nut, I guarantee you, you feel amazing eventually. I guarantee it. What does saving a nut do? It builds immunity. You will build immunity. You will be resistant to diseases and sickness if you save the nut. Save the nut. Also, you will have more strength. You will have more strength, more power. You will have more will to go do things. You will want to go do things, since you aren't spending, even though let's say you jack off or have sex and it only lasts a minute. It doesn't matter, because that energy is so vital. There's so much, it seems so little, but you're letting go your fluids. I want you Look at this. I want you to be aware. I want you to study. Don't fuck what everyone else has to say on reading and stuff. You can go read it if you want to. I'm not even encouraging that. I want you to feel what it does. I want you to feel what it does. That's what I want you to do. Be aware. Study how your body reacts. Go bust a nut and then hold the nut in. Just hold it in. Just do it. As long as you can, and then keep going. I guarantee you, magical things will happen in your life. Let's just say you had sex, you masturbated, you got one off real quick. Quickest thing you ever got it off. That thing was screaming to get out, even though you just busted yesterday. I guarantee you're also putting time into this. Not only are you putting in time, even if it's a minute, you're distracting yourself from other things you could be doing, other things you could be manifesting, the real things you probably want. Unless you honestly, that's all you want to do is jack off, then let it go, or have sex, then go ahead, go for it. But if there's a bigger goal, you'll know there's a bigger goal inside of you. You will know, because it's there. You will feel amazing holding in the nut. I guarantee it. I want you to study and be aware what happens. How do you feel after you let go of the nut versus how you hold it in? Have you ever held it in? And do it for an extended amount of time. Aim for like 15 days. Then once you go for a month, and then go for 3 months, and then just say fuck it. You know what I mean? Maybe hit 7 months and just keep going. I guarantee you, you don't have to do it for the rest of your life. You don't even have to do it for that long. But I want you to recognize the benefits. I want you to recognize that. You don't have to go study all this stuff. I want you to feel it and be aware of what happens and how you feel. How when you do come, what happens when that energy goes out. Even if you're just having sex for a minute or two, that energy, you create babies with that energy. You create babies with that energy. So and that's your life force. That's the most, it's everything. There's nothing more phenomenal, I guarantee you, than that bust. For a male, holding in that bust. There's just so much, we can talk about nutrients and that. There's just power, pure essence and power, vitality. Other things that will happen when I talked about all the other stuff. I talked about willpower last. There will be, which is creativity too, but it's a little bit different than willpower. You will have creativity. You will want to go do shit because you're not thinking about sex all the time. Eventually it will just go away. Because once you get into a habit of having sex or jacking off, you want to keep doing it. Whether it's for the dopamine, the feel good, whatever. Your body likes the routine, so it's going to keep wanting to fucking do it. That's a trap. You will have more creativity. You will go do other creative shit. Just a bunch of other shit. You will have more clarity. Your mind will eventually get to a crystal clear point. You'll know what you want to do. You won't second guess shit. You'll be more confidence in your work, in your creativity, and all around. That vitality will be amazing. Clarity. So we got all these things right here. Another one would be longevity. Yes. No, I'm not saying all of this stuff. There's other ways to get to this stuff, and this isn't the only way. So don't take it to heart, but try it. If you're interested, if you're really porn addicted, if you're having sex all the time, try it. Longevity. You will live longer because the sex, busting nuts, all your energy, your sacred energy, it seems so subtle and it happens so fast, but that's the catch. There's more to it. It's so vital. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know this. You will gain more power, more strength. You know, there'll be so many other things. Happiness. Wow, we got all of these things. Longevity. You will live longer, or you'll just have more of an eventful, more of a strategic, healthier life. And that's all I had to say about it. But look, at the end of the day, subscribe to the channel, give me a like, let me know what you think about it. And I just want to say this, even if you have sex all the time, even if you bust a nut, it's not the end of the world. And you don't have to do this forever. It's up to you and how far you want to go. You can actually not bust a nut but still have a girlfriend. You can actually have sex and not bust a nut and give your girlfriend fantastic, phenomenal time, life. You don't have to bust a nut. And you can still bust nuts and live happy, live long, have creativity, willpower, strength, and creativity. All those things, you can have all that. But there's something to it. There definitely is something to it. Also, immunity. Immunity's great. There's other ways to go about it, but this is one of the ways. I just wanted to get it out there because a lot of people ain't talking about it. You definitely ain't learning about it in school, not in the modern world. They tell you to have much sex as possible. That seems a little bit weird, you know what I mean? All your power is from your nuts, way down here, your nuts, and they go, and you hold it in, it travels its goddamn self all the way up to the head. You don't even gotta do meditation. You'll feel it. Once you hold it in so long, you'll feel the energy fucking go up. I guarantee it. That's all I have to say. Stay tuned for more videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Save the nut. Let me know how it goes.